Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Today I was remembering of the times when... when I followed Pink Stylist tutorial, and since then I've actually started to improve my FX makeup skills. Can you hear the screeching? Anyway. And I wanted to do a makeup, just, you know, post it on Instagram. If you wanna see my creations, just head on there and give me a like, please. It really helps with my self-esteem. Well, if we're almost under a lockdown, not quite, but almost there, and I didn't have what to do now, I might as well just paint my face. So I hope you will enjoy it. First step, take your glasses off because you won't be needing those. And now just struggle to look around for everything that you need. First thing first, you just have to pin your head up so it won't get in the way of the Vaseline, because you won't like having that in your hair. And then just try to figure out what you're gonna do. Firstly, just mark out the places using a lip liner, because that's the only crayon that I could use and that I have in hand. Now the funniest part, grab a spatula. I like this one because it has two ends that are very helpful with what we're about to do. Just take some Vaseline, make it into a really small and long roll. Struggle while doing that. And now just put it on your face. The thing is that you have to hold it against your face and it won't stay there until you just press it and try to blend it first, because I don't know, it does that, I don't know. After I got the first part stuck on my face, I started to do the same thing in the two other directions. It started becoming easier after the first part, and just be very careful so you don't get it into your eyebrow, and if you have too much Vaseline it won't look realistic, so if it's too much just take it off. It's time to color it to match your skin color and skin tone. The thing you should be really careful about is to make the edges to blend as seamlessly as you can. As much as you can with Vaseline and flour, but you know. Anyway, what I've realized is that it works best when you powder it up first and then you put the foundation, but don't put powder on top of the Vaseline, because it makes it be all cakey and flaky, and you don't want to do that if you want it to be just like the skin. Actually, I wanted to say is that on top of the Vaseline you should put powder so it won't be as sticky, and then you put a foundation, and then you don't put powder again on top of the foundation because it will turn all cakey. Now the second step is coloring. I'll take my handy tool that I've just found at a discount, but you can also use your hand and just start to put the foundation on my face. Yeah, kinda squishy after all that powder. I lay the foundation down with whatever brush that I find, and then I try to get the details in with a sponge, like around the eyes. I hope it works. Yeah, it seems to work. Yeah, it's nice. Black on the eye, under the eye too. Yeah, I get everything. Yeah, just make sure that nobody's coming in the room while we're doing this. Next step, I've seen this makeup being done by so many people, and usually what they would done, and usually what they're doing is just making like a gory mess under it, because this is supposed to be the skin that has been left untouched. and everything else should be like what's under the skin. But what I want to try is that, because I really like the side of realism in like this type of makeup, I want to see if I can make actually to be able to see the muscles, not just a mess of blood. Even though I do like the mess of blood, it's right up my alley. I would want to see how it would look like I just chopped up my face, that's what's underneath it. So I'm gonna try using, I'm gonna try to make the muscles first, and to do that you need a reference picture that I will pull up in any second after I finish talking. And I'm gonna use my normal DIY scar wax and one that I made it red. So I've realized that it's harder to paint on this oily surface, especially with watercolor. With watercolor. So I'm gonna make my job easier with using already colored Vaseline. And let's see what's gonna happen. Now, because the face has a lot of muscles, I'm trying to lay down a shape in which they'll go, because the muscles go in all the direction possible, like in a circular motion. And I also have the muscles that are pink to red, and the cartilage that's white. So I'm laying down where I'm gonna put the color red and where I'm gonna put the color white, more like skin color, but you get the idea. Now that I've got my colors down, I'm gonna get my trusty spatula and start to lay the colored Vaseline where it should stay. It was a bit harder, especially after I started to put the smaller pieces, because they wouldn't want to stick as they did at the beginning. And the red one I've also had for a longer time, so it got drier, maybe because of the paint. But at the point I ran out of both, well, just the red one, and then almost ran out of the normal one, and I had to make a new batch. So it was a lot stickier, that was good, but also the coloration wasn't. And also the coloration was a bit strikier because I just put the color in it, and my hands were all pink after that. Now, so hard to talk. Now, so I took some liberties with the placement of the muscles and the tissue. And because it was so hard to place everything in each place, especially on my face, I've decided to leave some spots empty, like my nose and here, and there, and like the sides, because with the help of the paint, what I want to do is to seem like, okay, you can see my muscles, but someone just pulled some off, and I'm missing some muscles, so we'll also see the blood. But the first thing that I'm gonna do now, it's with this textured tool. You see, yeah, I'm gonna put some texture on the muscles, because the muscles are like wee, and I'm gonna use this to my advantage. Just laying down some basic lines so it shows where the muscles go and their direction, as in the reference as it's shown in the reference picture. And at this point I just started to playing around with each step, because I started with, okay, let's make the general lines and then just make it a bit more obvious in some of them. Also be really careful, because with this tool you can just rip off all that you've built up. I started with the parts that I wanted to be really deep, like I don't have a nose, and the parts that I said that are like ripped out. The dark and the black will just pop out the fact that it's deeper and it will give that illusion. I hope I will get it right. But here is how I did my nose, and then on the areas where I don't have anything built up. Then I started laying down the blood. I used cat blood, and first thing I put it around the mask that has been created, because that's the only part that has been like still like ripped apart, and the nose again to give it depth, and everywhere where I put black. And then after I get this laid down, I start to just again play around with the blood, and I take then some more liquider blood and put it all around my face. Again, just that part can be smooth and clean if the rest of the face is just messy, so I'll take care of that too. Do you like my recipient? Do you like where I keep my fake blood? Because I love it. And I start to dab that just around the muscles, so I give them the more red tint that the muscles have, especially that they've been just not cleaned out or not as properly, so it has to be a bit bloodier. And I also try to put the blood on top of the fake cartilage, because that's also bloody. And now I'm just playing with the details, like the muscles and the deeper cuts that might have happened. And now, after everything you've done and just like playing around with the colors, it's time to see the final result. Well, that was a makeup. Still can talk, a lot of falling. Well, I hope you liked it. I hope it turned out okay. I do like how it looks. And I don't know how well I've done with the illusion of muscles. It kinda looks like this part of the face hasn't been ripped off, which it's still okay, and something. I hope you liked it. If you did, please press the like button, subscribe and share for the others to be scared and not being able to sleep again. And yeah, stay tuned for maybe another makeup tutorial, kinda-ish, not quite tutorial look. That's it. Okay, if you want to see more of my makeups, please head on to my Instagram, it will be linked down below. You can see other faces that I made. I don't have videos for them, but yeah, I will have for others in the future. You can also go to my Twitter if you want, it's just really new, like I've just posted 3 of my makeups there. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, that you'll stick around, and see you in the next one.